Hello everyone, welcome to another exciting episode of Dayspring Discussions. I'm your host, Sean McGahee. In this show, we talk about movies, TV, sci-fi, fantasy, comic books. If you geek out about it, we're going to talk about it. You can listen to Dayspring Discussions on iTunes, YouTube, Podomatic, and Patreon, and contact Dayspring Discussions on the Facebook group, Twitter account, and dayspringdiscussions@gmail.com. Well, happy Monday, everyone. Hope you enjoyed your weekend. It is a sunny day here in Austin, Texas. I went outside, did some exercising, played a little basketball. Sit back, relax, and let's get to it. So for this week, guys, today I don't really have a topic I wanted to talk about, but I'm off today and tomorrow, so I feel like I should do a show. So I went and saw the movie Annihilation last night. I'm going to talk about that a little bit, and then I'm going to talk about the whole Joss Whedon Batgirl thing, which I really didn't mean to talk about, but there's no other news stories to talk about, so I guess I'll get into that. Tomorrow, again, it's kind of light on news this past week, so if I don't have anything, at the very least, I'm going to talk about tonight's Rebels episode. That's right, guys, we are the second to last Monday night of Star Wars Rebels. Next week is the series finale. I'm planning after the series finale next week to do a series retrospective or commentary with my wife Lisa, who always watches the show with me. So that'll happen next week. And then it looks like probably Friday I'll be doing a show as well. I don't know what kind of news stories are going to come out throughout this week, but I am planning on doing some kind of Oscar special on Friday since the Oscars are on Sunday. So far, I've watched every movie in the Best Picture nominated films except Call Me By Your Name. I'm planning to watch that tonight. I really have no desire to see the movie except for the fact that it's nominated for Best Picture. So Friday, I'm planning on doing an Oscar special, so tune in for that, guys. So this weekend, kind of a sci-fi-ish movie that came out was Annihilation, starring Natalie Portman. This movie is directed by Alex Garland, who did Ex Machina. Now, these are the only two films he's actually directed, but Garland's actually been in Hollywood for at least a couple years. He helped write Dread, starring Carl Urban, and also helped write 28 Days Later. So he's been in the business for a while, but he's only directed two films. I really enjoyed Ex Machina, which is probably half the reason I wanted to see this film. I like Natalie Portman, and the premise of it sounds okay, but really, my enjoyment of Ex Machina was the main reason I wanted to see this film. Saturday, I was planning on seeing it. I didn't get a chance to do that. Came to work yesterday, and my coworker had saw it and said she really liked it. So I went to a late showing last night, checked it out. This is going to be spoilers, guys. I can't really talk about my true feelings on the film unless I talk about plot details. So if you haven't seen the film or don't want to know what happens, pause, go see the movie, come back, or just fast forward to the part when I start talking about Joss Whedon. Okay, so the premise of the film is pretty much Natalie Portman is this biologist whose husband comes back from being on a military tour, as they call it, but he's different. He starts to go bad, and next thing you know, she's in this place called Area X, where he's dying, and she's staring at this weird thing they call the shimmer, which is growing and has been for several years. And then she goes into the shimmer with a group of people to try to find out what's happening to her husband. Along for the ride, you got Jennifer Jason Leigh, Tessa Thompson, and Gina Rodriguez, all great actresses. I really like Tessa Thompson. I mean, Creed, Thor Ragnarok, she was my favorite part of it. She's one of those actresses that I am just loving. Gina Rodriguez, the show Jane the Virgin has always intrigued me. I've seen clips of it, but never actually watched the show. I liked her in Deepwater Horizon, though. She's an actress. I think she's very beautiful. And I know she won, I believe it was the Golden Globe or the Emmy for Jane the Virgin her first year, which was very interesting. But I thought she did a good job in this film as well. Jennifer Jason Leigh, an actress I know, we all know from way back, Fast Times at Ridgemont High. She's done a couple of good ones since then, especially Rush with Jason Patric back in the 90s. I would consider her a phenomenal actress, but, you know, she does her part. In any event, they go in there and they find that the shimmer has changed everything. It's creating life. It's changing stuff. You got giant alligators mutant bears, all kinds of weird shit going on. And they're all trying to get to the lighthouse to where this comet landed, and it's kind of the epicenter of everything. Now I enjoy a good sci-fi movie. I enjoy a very good deep sci-fi movie. We got to the end of this film, and kind of nothing really was unexpected that happened for me. I was very curious how are they going to handle the ending of it. Now I guess the film is based off of a book. I haven't read the book, so I don't know if it's different or they changed it or whatever. All I know is what happened. She gets there, and she pretty much meets this, like, alien that mimics her, and she's trying to escape, but it won't let her until she finally kills it, sets off a flash grenade, the thing explodes. It's, you know, it's a weird ending. I know some people might not like it. I didn't find it horrible. Granted, it's not like the popcorn, you know, oh yeah, explosions kind of alien ending that you want. But I thought it was interesting. I think it's one of those films, of course, the more you think about it, the more you're going to enjoy it or hate it. The more I've thought about it since I saw it last night, the more I liked it. But maybe that's just me trying to think I'm deep and cool. But Natalie Portman, I love her as an actress. You know, she's got some good roles. I really liked her last year in Jackie. I can't remember if she was nominated for an Oscar or not, but I know she didn't win, but I know she definitely should have been nominated because she was really great in that one. Of course, she's both Marvel Studios alumni and Star Wars alumni. I'm very torn. Like, sometimes I think she's hot, sometimes I think she's not. It's a weird feeling. I don't know. It all depends on what movie she's in and what she looks like. But at the end of the film, here's kind of the spoiler part, guys. We come to find out that her husband, played by Oscar Isaac, isn't really her husband. He's like the duplicate alien. And then, of course, Natalie Portman's character herself is different too, because when she went into the shimmer, their bodies started to change. So something is different inside of her as well. So he's not him. She's technically not her. For all we know, she's going to get superpowers or something. I don't know. People are already asking for a sequel for this film. Like I said, this is only the second film that Garland has directed, and it left it open-ended, but so is Ex Machina. Ex Machina, probably less open-ended than what Annihilation did, but nevertheless, I can see Garland not doing a sequel to this, or, again, I think it's based off a book, right? So, is there a sequel to the book? If there is, it's a possibility, but Garland, my thought of him right now is that he's not the type of guy, with the type of films this was and Ex Machina was, he's not the type of guy to do sequels. So if they do make one, I don't think he's going to be a part of it. If he is, probably just producer credit. But Annihilation, I enjoyed it. I didn't love it. It's one of those deep sci-fi films that I think my father's really going to enjoy. So Mom, Dad, Patrick, if anybody's listening to this, recommend it to Dad. I think he'd really enjoy it. The probably most disappointing alien movie ending I ever got was Contact with Jodie Foster and Matthew McConaughey. They go through the whole film trying to contact aliens, and they don't even actually show aliens. It's just like a version of her dead father, which was totally stupid. But in any event, guys, Annihilation, go see it. Check it out if you want. The whole film, like I said, up until that weird ending, it was definitely entertaining. The weird ending you're going to like or you're going to dislike, or like me, think it was okay. So go see it. Let me know. Hit me back up in the social media account and Gmail account and let me know what you think. All right, last story of the day, guys. Here we go. Hollywood Reporter has said that director Joss Whedon is stepping away from the Batgirl movie from Warner Brothers that he was announced nearly a year ago to be writing and directing. Whedon said in a statement, quote, "Batgirl is such an exciting project, and Warner's DC such collaborative and supportive partners. It took me months to realize I really don't have a story. I'm grateful to Jeff and Toby and everyone who was so welcoming when I arrived, and so understanding when is there a sexier word for failed?" Now, Batgirl was supposed to be part of the grander DC cinematic universe, which honestly is a bit disarrayed now. A lot of the films have been stellar performances, minus Wonder Woman. I think Wonder Woman is probably the only successful film in the DC universe. Yes, Batman v Superman and Suicide Squad made money, but fans and critics didn't like it. Justice League was kind of like, there's a whole mess going on there, and that's kind of the problem moving forward with Warner Brothers, is Warner Brothers was supposed to be their Avengers. It was supposed to be a thing that got everyone excited, and then they wanted more. But now everyone's like, eh. So a lot of people don't want more because of the mess that Justice League was. The only film that people want more of is Wonder Woman, which is why Wonder Woman 2 is on the schedule for 2019. We also have Aquaman coming out at the end of this year with Jason Momoa. And then we got Zachary Levi, who has been posting stuff from the set of Shazam, trying to get fans excited for that one as well. So as of right now, Shazam's filming, Aquaman's in post-production, and Wonder Woman's in pre-production. That are the only solid films I think we've got. I think we're definitely getting Wonder Woman 2 because of the success of Wonder Woman, as long as Patty Jenkins stays on with it. I think we're definitely getting that. Shazam's filming, Aquaman's almost wrapped. So those are kind of the three solid films I think we're getting in this post-Justice League world. Beyond that, I don't know. Now, some people are speculating that the whole Joss Whedon Batgirl thing was really all just a cover for him to come in and take Zack Snyder's place for Justice League. That he was brought on last year saying he was going to do a Batgirl film and helping to work on the Justice League script, when really that was just a cover for saying he's going to come in and replace Zack Snyder, who allegedly got fired from the film. I hate talking about this because it's such a downer. People have said, oh, you hate the DC Cinematic Universe films. I don't want to, but when you produce crap, don't bitch to me about crapping on the films, okay? Batman vs. Superman, Dawn of Justice, the theatrical cut, sucked. Then, people were so shaken by that, Warner Brothers was so shaken by that, they took Suicide Squad away from David Ayer and had a trailer company re-edit it. And I don't know, I've never seen what, the theatrical or director's cut was on that, but I trust David Ayer that it probably would have been better than what we got. Wonder Woman, the only reason that film I think was successful is because Patty Jenkins put her foot down and said, no, I'm doing this. Rumor has it that the studio wanted to take out the No Man Land scene in Wonder Woman, which is the best part of the whole goddamn movie. And then Justice League, they were so shaken by Batman v Superman and then Suicide Squad that they wanted to fire him before filming even started on Justice League, but it was weeks away. They were already far into pre-production, so they let it go a little while, then fired him, then brought Joss Whedon in to try to finish it because Joss Whedon was Avengers guy, so they're like, oh, he can make that magic happen too. But then they didn't give him enough time because they wanted the film to release in November so the studio executives could get their 2017 bonus instead of realizing they're putting out a crappy film. You see my frustration here. And let's not even get into the whole Ben Affleck thing of it all. I don't blame Joss Whedon or Zack Snyder for Justice League. I blame Warner Brothers. They have been so wishy-washy with their DC Cinematic Universe. Kevin Feige over at Marvel has committed, okay? Guardians of the Galaxy. 99% of the population had no idea who they were. You got a walking tree and a talking raccoon. People thought that was crazy. But you know what? They committed to it, they believed in it, and they made it work. I would have liked to have seen Zack Snyder's cut of Justice League, to be honest. I don't know if there's a fully fleshed out version of it. I'm not going to get into that. But Batman v Superman, the theatrical cut, I didn't like. The Ultimate Cut, I love. It's a half hour longer, but it fills in all those gaps in story that made the theatrical cut just look like it was, diced lettuce thrown together that really didn't make any sense. The Ultimate Cut fills it in. As far as Joss Whedon goes, I would have loved to see him do a Batgirl film. I think, it's something he would have done. And to say, oh, I don't have a story, bullshit. Bullshit, man. This is the guy who made Buffy, Firefly, Dollhouse, guy who wrote one of the best runs of X-Men, Astonishing X-Men, who gave us the Avengers, directed the hell out of that film. You're telling me he doesn't have a story after months and months of thinking about it? There's years of Batgirl stories. Pick one, Joss. Okay? That, the statement itself makes me believe that the rumors of the Batgirl film just being a cover might be it. Now, some are also screaming that why are we getting a Batgirl film before there's a Batman film? You got, what's his name? I can't remember his name. The guy, Planet of the Apes guy, what's his name? Matt Reeves. Matt Reeves has been attached to that Batman film for how long now? Word is he's still working on the script. I just don't know, you know? Warner Brothers has been so reactionary, and they're not committing. I would like to see more characters beyond what we've got. To me, the TV universe is kicking the movie universe's ass. I saw Justice League, then I saw Crisis on Earth X, the 4-part Arrowverse crossover. Leaps and bounds over what Justice League was from a DC Comics fanboy perspective. They had the Flash, Red Tornado, and the Ray fighting. Granted, the graphics weren't as good as they, would have been in a major motion picture, but story-wise, it was great. It was phenomenal, especially since I've been watching these shows for the last couple of years. It was a great payoff. I want to see a Batgirl film. I think she's a great character. Barbara Gordon's story, great. But I think we need to see a Batman film first. Now, whether I believe Joss Whedon thing was a whole cover-up, honestly, I can't tell you. I think the way Warner Brothers has been acting with their DC Cinematic Universe, I wouldn't put it past them, but I don't know, guys. It's frustrating. I don't want to hate. I want to have good movies. And like I said, I like the ultimate cut of Batman vs. Superman. I like Wonder Woman. I don't hate Justice League, the version we got, but I knew it could have been better, whether Joss Whedon had been in from day one or if Zack Snyder would have had the follow-through. If you would have let one of those directors at least fully complete the film, I think it would have been better than what we've gotten. But, again, it's one of those things we'll never know about. So, alright, guys, time for you to fire back on the social media accounts and the Gmail account. Let me know what you think. Are you in the conspiracy that this whole Joss Whedon Batgirl thing was just a cover to fire Zack Snyder from Justice League? Do you actually believe Whedon couldn't come with an idea for Batgirl? Because I don't. And then, of course, have you seen Annihilation? What do you think? Let me know. Do you have some deeper understanding of the film that I don't? I'm sure you do, because I'm very surface level. Let's be honest, people. Anyway, fire back social media account and Gmail. And I'll be back tomorrow, guys, hopefully with some cool stories. If not, like I said, watch Star Wars Rebels tonight, and I'm going to go through it spoiler-filled, and we'll enjoy that. So until next time, guys, may the Force be with us all.